excited to have another recipe to show you guys here in my kitchen. I'm Miss Rebecca and I'm super excited that you're here with us today. Don't forget to register on rockinardisabilities.com or through the email. So today we're going to make something that's like super yummy and I love to take when we would go to like theme parks or out in the park, by the pool. They're little no-bake peanut butter energy bites. And so you can add in some of your other fixings if you want, but I'm going to show you kind of the basic recipe that it is. So we're going to need a few things. We're going to need peanut butter. I'm going to be using mini little chocolate chips and little mini M&Ms. We're going to need some honey. This kind of holds it all together. Some vanilla for flavor and some oats. We're also going to be needing a bowl to mix everything in. Make sure you have a decent sized bowl. Some different utensils, like I pulled out my measuring cup, a spatula, a fork to help me kind of scrape everything up together. We're also going to need some baking sheets, and I'm going to be using parchment paper. If you're using foil, you're going to want some non-stick spray, like cooking spray, to be able to make sure it doesn't like stick to anything. But then we refrigerate our energy bites for about 30 minutes, and then you can store them in just about any container. So we need to go wash our hands and get some soapy water in our sink ready. I'll see you guys in a second. Okay, now that we have our sink all ready, because this is going to be sticky, and we're going to want our bowls and the stuff that we use to kind of sit and soak a little bit, unless you have a dishwasher. I don't. I have just a sink, and these are my dishwashers. So let's start. So first we're going to need 2 cups of oats or oatmeal. So I'm going to 2.5 cups. So I'm going to pour all the way. Some people use like buckwheat. There's different oats that you can use. I'm just using like you would for oatmeal, the quick oats. Okay, 2 cups. And now I need a half. You want to try and level it out, because when we pour, it kind of goes to one side. Make sure it's always level. Good, and a half a cup. Okay. Now, I know my peanut butter jar here, it says on the bottom right here, I don't know if you guys can really see that it's 16 ounces. I have to use my measuring cup. If you want to use a measuring cup and scoop it out, that's fine too. Or if you get some of the bigger jars, or like if you open up your jar and you've been eating, this is a brand new one that I just bought because I needed to get some new peanut butter. I'm going to scoop out a cup of it. You can use either creamy or chunky peanut butter. I prefer creamy because I'm going to use this on my sandwiches this week. But you can use whatever kind of peanut butter you want. Alright, that is half of a, there we go. That's half. Save this for later. Okay, now I'm going to need a half a cup of honey, and since I've already used some of my honey, I'm going to use a measuring cup. I'm going to use a single-use measuring cup. Squeeze it in there. You can use whatever type of honey you'd like. If you buy local honey, that also helps with allergies, if you have allergies. For me, stuff around my house is still blooming, so I still will get really bad allergies. But local honey uses, local bees, which fly around your neighborhood and whatnot. So that helps if you have any allergies. Local honey is really good for that. And sometimes you can find it in stores, sometimes you can find it at farmers markets. So check that out if you have allergies. I'm gonna pour that in here. Ooh, that looks good. Yeah. I'm gonna use my spatula to help scoop it out since it is sticky. Oh man, that looks good. You can even, if you are feeling very adventurous, use different flavors of honey. There's always different flavors of honey. Okay, we're going to need a teaspoon of vanilla. Make sure you pour this out slowly because it typically comes out kind of fast. Pour that in. Good. Now we're going to need a half a cup of M&Ms and a half a cup of mini chocolate chips. Go. Sneak in a little extra. Save that for later. If you guys, I like, they come out with resealable bags. This is great. I love, this is great for cooking. I'm gonna make some cookies later with this. And then, yum. Make sure you taste test. That's my favorite part about cooking. You can taste everything. All right. Delicious. Don't forget, you got a sealable bag to seal it up. Okay. Now we are going to mix this all together. I'm using a fork because it is kind of thicker. If you want to use a spatula or a spoon, that's fine too. You want to mix your ingredients in all together where the oats are covered. It's going to be sticky. This is going to be sticky. Now we're ready to put our little dough mixture, because you want it to be a consistency kind of like dough, like cookie dough. And you want to make sure you scrape all the sides so there's no dry ingredients kind of hiding on the side or in the bottom. But we're going to turn it into little balls. So we're going to use our hands, and now this is messy. So either you can wear gloves if it gets too sticky, if you put a little bit of olive oil or cooking spray on your hands so it's not as sticky. That does help and it's okay. But we're gonna try this. So I'm gonna scoop a little bit. It's like Play-Doh. And just kind of put it in like a ball shape form. You can make them into any shapes you want. Just these are easy to take to work or school or by the pool. You can make them as big or as small as you want. Yum. After we're done making all of our little dough mixture into balls or whatever shape you're going to use, you want to put it in the refrigerator for at least 30 minutes. You can eat them now. It's totally edible. But this helps keep it in a form so that you're not, it's not falling apart on you. So it helps hold its shape. Kind of like if you let Play-Doh dry out for a little bit, how it stays the same. Okay guys, now it's time. We're going to put them in our fridge and we're going to wait about 30 minutes before, you can eat them now, but 30 minutes before we can put them in another container. We want them to kind of keep their shape, so we're going to put them in the fridge. Okay guys, it's been about 30 minutes, and so now I'm going to take my trays and I'm going to put them in a sealable container so that I can take them for lunch and have snacks and stuff. I hope you guys really enjoyed this recipe. Don't forget to try them. They're really good. They're really good for you. So I'll see you again for another episode next week. Have a great week. Bye.